All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to be wrapping up my first playthrough of the Vintage series, Vintage mini seasons, and then I will just focus on trying to get the cards that I need to get in order to wrap this up. So. If you don't recall from yesterday, after I got the Vintage Series, the Vintage Series pack, um, I moved on to the mini seasons, I'm sorry, after I got the pack the um, out of the program, at the old school event program, getting that final win that I needed. I hopped into the vintage mini seasons to be able to get some of the cards that were there. So um, I'm, excuse me. So I got up to the championship round. I haven't played any games since then, and that's what I plan on finishing up. And then once I get the championship, then I'm going to just focus on the goals themselves to be able to get what I need to get. So that is the plan for today. So let's hop into it. What's up, Dodger? How are you? Let me just make sure that my squad is exactly what it needs to be. Certainly looks like it. Well, just one more day left. There you go. Countdown to summer is on. I remember those days. Enjoy them while you can. When you get into a workforce, the only time you get time, or you don't get 3 months off for summer. You get 2 weeks a year. By the way, Weekend Classic has a bringing the cost down for a few days. Ooh, good. Feels like summer is already here with the weather. Hey, I'll take it over freezing cold. Oh, well then there you go. Yeah, we used to do something like that in my freshman year of high school, where if we didn't, we would only have half a day for finals, and if you didn't have a final that day because you had gym class or lunch or whatever, or maybe you already took or you had enough of a grade to be able to pass, you didn't have to go to the final. You could just stay home. But they did away with that policy after my freshman year and just decided to have everyone come. Strike three, sit down, regardless of whether or not they took a final. So you had to spend half a day at school. Oof. What a base hit. I heard that they got rid of it at my school because some kid ended up getting hit by a car during one of those days, and it just became a safety issue. But that may be a rumor. I just know it was done away with after my freshman year. So I only got to enjoy it for 1 year. Uh, Those were the days.
Got him. No, he's safe.
So I think the last time I checked, Raul Ibanez had
Out.
he was on base 4 times. I don't think that one counted because it was a fielder's choice, so it's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Strike three, sit out. Of course, I also remember the days of taking finals in May for college and then being done and having like until September after Labor Day before classes started again. So that was actually nice getting 3.5 months off. Strike three, sit down. So, like I said, enjoy them while you can, while there's no pressure. Because come work time, you have to request off. And sure, you get to pick whenever you want to take off. Like, I've taken off in February and gone down to Florida. But you also feel like that you really shouldn't take that much time off. It's weird. It's very odd to explain why people don't take off when they really should. Nice home run by Tyler O'Neill. We've got the lead in the bottom of the second. I mean, even right now, I have like a lot of time off that I'm just wasting. And I can't even earn any more time off. I can't earn any more than what I already have. So, like, I should be taking a lot more time off. I just don't. But that's how you end up getting burnt out, tired. You don't take time off. You're mentally you start to decline. You need to take time off. That's why I'm taking off this at the end of June and gonna go up to Toronto for a baseball game. Even if the Mets are not in the race, it still is nice to go see Rogers Center. I especially want a picture of Rogers Center with the CN Tower overlooking it. You know that photo or that scene that they sometimes have that you can look around if you're at Rogers Center in the game and you look up over the right side of the stadium and you could see CN Tower overlooking it. Oh my God, I wish I could get that picture. It looks so awesome. If I make adulting actually sound fun. Ah, well, that's okay. We still have a run, a one-run lead, so we just got to keep it. Oh, lefties? Well, that sounds like it needs to be a job for Matt Strom or Jose Alvarado. Let's do Alvarado. Oh, by the way, guys, I pulled my second diamond out of the MLB The Show mobile. And sure enough, it's another Phillies diamond. It was Kyle Schwarber this time. I also, oh no, wait, he's actually I think he's my third diamond because I had Corbin Carroll. I forget where I got Corbin Carroll. I know I didn't buy him. I must have opened him in a pack. I had to. So technically, Schwarber is my third diamond, but the second Philly diamond that I've earned in MLB The Show mobile. Nice. Would have liked the strikeout there, but I guess I'll take the out.
Ball. Ball two.
Strike three, sit down. All right. Well, unfortunately, we blew the lead. That's why one run is never enough. So hopefully we could score a run in this one and walk it off.
Ball, that's out.
Dang it. I thought for sure that was going to fall for a base hit.
Ball one.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but they revealed that, I guess, at the PlayStation State of Play, they revealed the next game in the God of War series, which is called God of War Lao Fei. And this one pretty much follows Faye, who is the mother of Atreus, the wife of Kratos, and it follows her in her afterlife, her story in the afterlife. And honestly, it looks pretty cool. Of course, I've always been a big fan of the God of War games, especially since God of War 2018. So, I played that game. I played Ragnarok. Looks awesome. So I can't wait to play this one. Although I have to make sure that my PlayStation doesn't overheat while I'm playing it. But yeah, they just showed, like, I think it was the first 20 minutes of gameplay, which includes an epic fight and the introduction of new characters and everything.
Safe. He's good.
So I can't wait to see how this story goes and how it eventually correlates to what Kratos and Atreus are doing or have done, uh, leading through 2018 and Ragnarok. We may actually lose this first game here unless I could score 3 runs. Oh boy. I was doing so well too. Had 2 ground balls, was literally yeah, I had 2 ground balls, one of which was an out. The second one I had to cancel because it was going to be an errant throw, and I didn't want the runner to end up on third. Although it didn't really matter because the next batter just went deep for a home run.
That's in. Ball 2.
Strike 3, sit out. Not like we can't come back. We can come back. It's just going to take a lot. A lot of patience.
Ball 2. Ball. Down.
Well, that's not good. Should I still test it? Yeah, I should. Yeah, because that's the only run I've got. And now I'm down to my last out with the final. With the. Down to my last out, and I need 2 more runs.
No. Inside.
Hmm. 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 Excuse me. And that's the ball game. So, wow. I finally lose on rookie, which means that this series is like, well, it was probably going to end at the Pinheads Stadium. It's just now this is probably going to end in 4 games. This could end in 4 games, not 3. What's up, Bubbles? How are you? Not doing too bad. Just wish I didn't lose that first game there. Let's see what the goals are. Yeah, I need to get on base 2 more times with Raul Ibanez to pick up Ryan McMahon. You're not enjoying the hot weather? Why is that? I, for one, actually love the hot weather. Mm. $78. You're complaining about that? It's 84 here in New York. And it's supposed to be a high of 89 tomorrow and Saturday, with a high of 85 on Sunday. And then it kind of dips down into the 70s for Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday it's back up into the 80s. Yeah, me neither. More like July, probably. July is definitely the hottest of the months for us.
Ball, that's out.
Yeah, give me t-shirt weather every day, or every day, and I'll freaking be happy. Or be happier. Strike three, sit down.
Ball one.
For me, I always felt like that it's easier to cool down on a hot day than it is to warm up on a cold day.
Hey.
Strike three, sit down. Alright, so we find ourselves down 1-0. This is not looking good. And plus, I don't like some of the winter activities. Like, I don't like snowboarding, sledding.
Ball one.
Well, not sledding, but skiing. I don't like snowboarding, skiing, ice skating. Nope, no thank you. Now, summertime, I mean, you could go watch baseball, you could go to summer concerts, you could go hang out on the beach. Like, that's my kind of weather. Do I like wind? Um, Not in the cold, no. I don't mind it during the summertime, but I really mind it during the winter time. Like, I turn my back to the wind during the winter. I'm like, no, thank you.
Hey.
Just foul. Ooh. Strike three, sit out. Strike three, sit down. Well, unfortunately, with heat, there is humidity. Not always. Sometimes it's really arid. Like, it could be really hot and dry. I've never experienced that, but there are places in the U.S., particularly in the southwestern part of the country, where uh, that those conditions are more prevalent, and I'm willing to bet that that's even worse than humidity. But that would just be me assuming on my part.
Outside, that's a ball. That's a ball.
All right, so we take the lead. We do need to bring in Jason Veritek. And we'll bring in Matt Strom this time. Oh boy. Oh my god. I wonder if I'm going to have this much trouble when we go to Pinhead Stadium for games 3 and 4. Strike 3, sit down.
Nope. That's out. Ball 3.
Dear God, please let us hold on for for a win.
Aye. Inside, ball 1.
Back them off a little bit.
Ball 2.
Strike 3, sit down. Thank you, Strom. Whew, that was scary. Ooh, 3 packs. Nice. Quick sell, and quick sell, and quick sell. Why not? All right, so split at home. Now we got to go and win 2 games against the Pinheads in their home stadium. All right, no problem. Uh, excuse me. Let's see what's going on Twitter. I tried to hold up. There we go. Jeff Passan listed some of the guys that the Mets could trade. Oh, these are only pitchers. They said Freddie Peralta, Brooks Raley, AJ Minter, and Huascar Brazaban. Like, what about Bo Bichette?
Timeout. That hopped over.
What about Mark Vientos, Brett Beatty? Why only those four? Why only those four and they're all pitchers?
That's a ball.
There we go. Tyler O'Neill with the home run. Yeah, nothing really there to talk about. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the game one of the NBA Finals. See, I'm expecting New York to win, but I'm not rooting for them. The championship parade that the Knicks could have will severely impact my ability to commute into New York City, and I just don't want to deal with that. You know? Not to mention all the fans that'll overdo their championship celebration and everything.
Ball upstairs.
I don't want to deal with that. The only orange and blue team that I want to see win a championship are the Mets. Although I wouldn't mind the New York Islanders, but I'd rather see the Devils win it first before I see the Islanders. Sorry, Islanders fans, and I know a few coworkers of mine are fans of the Islanders, and that's fine. We have a common enemy, though, the New York Rangers. But that's besides the point. The point is, I'm not going to root for the Knicks to win the title. I expect them to, but I'm not going to root for it. And that's a ground rule double. I know, Shea Langolier. I could have thrown in a vintage series player like Conforto in there, but I didn't want to take him out so early. We're only in the first inning. I would have done it if it was like the second inning or the third inning even. I mean, obviously, the Knicks winning the NBA championship would be a huge thing for New York City. I mean, there hasn't been a championship parade in the Big Apple since the Giants won the Super Bowl in 2012. Strike three, sit down.
Ball in.
So obviously, it would be a huge deal. It's just, I don't want to see the Knicks do it. I'd rather see the Mets do it, but that's not going to happen this year.
Young again.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even see if Raul got on base both times he's been up to bat. Let's see. Nope, he's only gotten on once. So we would still need one more at bat with him to get that mission done. But I don't see that as very likely.
Now batting for New Jersey, the designated hitter, John.
Dang.
Ball, that's inside.
Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down.
Batting six, the center fielder, number 28, Hernan. No, inside. Nope, outside.
Mmm. Just too early on that one.
Ball.
Woo! Heads up. See, now I would take out. Now I would take out Langolier and bring in Conforto. Let's go, and that's the reason why. That's gone. That is definitely gone. So Benintendi, back-to-back home runs, which guarantees that Ibanez is going to get one more at bat. So one more opportunity to get on base for Ibanez. Very well could have Ryan McMahon at the end of this game. Nope. All right, it's just going to have to wait till after game 4.
Ball inside. Ball 2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Batting 8. The shortstop.
Strike 3, sit down. I also could have just tagged the runner. The runner was still in the box by the time Veritek actually gathered the ball.
No, he's in there.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, so we're now one win away from the championship. We're also one on base away with Raul Ibanez from completing that mission. Sorry, there was a fly that was buzzing around. All right, let's do it one more time. Feels fitting that we're ending on Robbie Ray. Oh, but we gotta go up against Tarek Skubal, of course. By the way, is Tarek Skubal off the injured list, or is he still recovering? There we go. There's the on base with Raul. So we're going to have Ryan McMahon after this game. Still recovering? All right. Well, he's probably going to need a rehab assignment. Make sure that he's back at full force. So, you know, so that's probably going to take, what, a couple weeks for a few starts. And then once he gets back in the swing of things, no pun intended, then he'll be back up in the majors. So that could happen, what, end of June, beginning of July, something like that? Nice. Wow, they took out Schoolboy and bring in a silver reliever. Wow. All for one run. That instantly just became 3 runs, and thanks to Josh Bell, there's a 4th run.
Nope, outside. Ball, that's out. Foul ball.
Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's out.
Nice. Strike three, sit down.
Got this. Nope, that's foul. Nope, that's down.
Mm, well, I was going to strike out one way or the other, whether I swung or didn't. Also, wasn't that the catcher? Wasn't that Shea Langolier? Dang it, I meant to take him out.
Aye.
Oh well.
Ball. Down. Nope, that's inside.
Strike three, sit down.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 28, Hernandez.
Strike three, sit down.
Batting seventh,
Let's go, Robbie Ray.
number 1, on him.
5 outs, all of them strikeouts. A good streak right now. Strike three, sit down.
Now batting for New Jersey, the left fielder, Robert Ray. Now stepping up, the fifth inning. Jumping in.
Anything else going on?
Ball, that's outside.
Ooh, Tyler O'Neill with the blast, and that one is gone. All right, let's finish this out. Come on, Robbie Ray. I know you're out of energy, but can't lose any more than what you already lost. Oh, they just revealed the cornerstone card for the fourth inning. It's going to be Paul O'Neill with the New York Yankees. 95 overall, Paul O'Neill. So there you go. A little bit of a reveal for tomorrow. Strike three, sit down.
Number two, second baseman, no, that's foul.
Strike three, sit down. Oh my gosh, 8 strikeouts.
The designated hitter, Byron Buxton. No, he's in there. Yeah.
Strike three, sit down. All 9 outs in this game came from Robbie Ray. All strikeouts. Doesn't mean it was a perfect game, just meant all he needed was his catcher. Well, not really, but. And there we go, Ryan McMahon, a deluxe vintage pack, 10 show packs and a bonus habit pack, and a show pack. Now we're just going to have to restart this season, but obviously I'm not jumping in to a new season quite yet. Here we go. All right, so we'll do the vintage pack first. Let's see what we get. Pablo Lopez. Okay, I'll take Pablo. Okay, Christian Walker, who I'd be better off quick selling. Braxton Garrett. Ooh, no, no, no. We want that. Okay. Miguel Garcia. Definitely quick selling him. In fact, this entire pack is a quick sell. Ooh, we got a diamond. Andy Pajes again. I mean, I wanted a diamond. I was hoping for a diamond. Just, I wanted some new diamond. Oops. A little too eager McBeaver there. Thought I was on Medeiros, but I wasn't. Michael Conforto. I mean, I really didn't need Donovan Walton. I already have the Angels collection done. That's why I quick sold them. All right. Well, that's about all I could do in terms of opening packs. So now, first I got to reset the game. But now it becomes more about trying to get the stats and the parallel XP than it is about trying to win the championship. Because I've already won the championship. That's it. That's all I needed. What I need, though, is I need Mitch Garver. And I need these parallel XPs. No, I didn't have time to play it yesterday or last weekend. Unfortunate, I know. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We need to go to manage squad, and we need to take out everyone, which is good because it's against TOS. What? What's against TOS? Oops. No, that's not who I meant. That's who I meant. All right, can you guys give me 1 second? Just terms of service doing any type of glitch, which is. Oh, I did not. I was not aware of that. No, we need McMahon. We don't have anyone at catcher, so. Arenado, Carpenter. Yeah, can you guys give me like 1 second? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Um, so yeah, terms of service. Honestly, like that doesn't seem like not for anything, but that really doesn't. Um, how can I say this? I mean, I think back to last year when everyone was using La Graza, and while the person who did make the stadium was banned, everyone who used it wasn't banned. So I'm just, I'm just like, I don't know if I buy the whole you violate the terms of service or you cheat or take advantage of a glitch, you're gonna be banned. Like I just don't buy that. I mean, if everyone was if taking advantage of a glitch is considered cheating and forces SDS to ban people, strike three, sit down. I gotta tell you, a lot of people would not be playing this game right now. What's up, Trazian? TR Trazian? How you doing? Welcome into the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Oh, good. Yeah, I never usually want to. I mean, I guess, but it's always like a hesitant guess. Like, I never want to get it wrong, or I never want to be wrong. Strike three, sit down, especially for a name that may not be as easy to pronounce or a gamer tag.
Ball, that's outside.
Strike three, sit down. Yeah, but then most of the MLB The Show community would be banned because that's what people do. They take advantage of glitches. That's not cheating. That's just realizing something that's wrong in the game and just using it to your advantage. The other player could easily take a take advantage of it. And I pointed out that last year a lot of people used La Graza, even though the person who made the stadium was banned. Yeah, they were banned. The people who used La Graza were not. So that's my point. That boy Lou Gehrig. Doing all right. You know, already finished, already won the championship in the mini season. So now I'm just trying to complete some of the goals that are part of it, or some of the goals in this vintage to get the some of the rewards in here. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, sir. I take it you're an MLB The Show fan yourself? Oh, you're a player. Oh, well, do you play college, high school, professional? Strike three, sit down. Yeah, I saw that Dodger. He was in a commercial for uh no, not a player. I mean of MLB. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, I suck too at baseball, but that doesn't mean I don't like playing it.
Nope. Outside.
Strike three, sit down. Anyway, but yeah, I did see that Lindor commercial, although I was a little irked when I first saw it. I was like, this dude's injured, and yet he's starring in a commercial for UFOs? Like, really? And then I thought about it, and I said, he might have already had that on his schedule before he got hurt. So, I don't think that's a fair argument to make for someone who may who may have been hurt after he did the commercial. So, what game modes do you like playing in MLB The Show, Tracian?
Out.
Rank co-op with your cousins mostly. Right now, I'm gonna try and get in it and all that soon. Wait, aren't you playing? Like when you say ranked co-op, you mean just with not outside of Diamond Dynasty? You mean like with the teams, the real life teams and their rosters?
Three.
Strike three, sit down.
Three.
Strike three, sit down.
Aye.
Oh, hmm, interesting. Strike three, sit down. Excuse me. So you just got it. So is MLB The Show 26 your first game, like first MLB The Show game, or have you played other MLB The Show games in the past? Oh, all right. Well, if you ever need some tips or advice or anything, I could definitely help you out. Any questions you have on the game? I've been playing this game consistently since 2015, MLB The Show 15, and I used to play it on PlayStation 2, and that goes all the way back to MLB '07 The Show. That was the very first MLB The Show game I ever played. So if you ever have any questions, I could definitely help you out. Any advice or anything like that?
Ball, that's high.
All right, cool. Well, that's good to hear. I know it took me a while before I actually got good at this game. Or by good, actually, I shouldn't say good. I just got decent at the game because when I played on MLB The Show 15 or MLB 15 The Show, I was pretty bad. I mean, I was losing to the Baltimore Orioles on rookie. Oh, good. So you already know about that, so I don't even have to explain that to you. That's good. Yeah, the timing, it's just all about getting a lot of rep. You know, you if you need to slow things down, there's nothing wrong with playing on rookie, strike three, sit down. Because I that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing on rookie. Online, it's definitely a lot quicker, but it makes your eye better. Zone hitting, for the most part, makes you a better batter. Strike three, sit down. But you already know that.
Hey! Yep.
So yeah, it just takes a lot of time. Timing will just come with a lot of rep. But zone hitting by far is probably the best use of hitting in the game. Oh yeah, what do you use? Pinpoint analog or are you meter like I am? Oh, so it's timing. Ah, that I always found to be difficult. Meter was just something that I was always used to. I mean, going back to my days playing MVP baseball, those I would just use meter, and I was just so used to it that I never changed it. Pinpoint, that was something that I did on MLB The Show or MLB 2K, but I haven't played that game for a long time.
That's a ball.
Yeah, sometimes I even get lucky with some of the hits that I make. But it's really just the way that they code MLB the show. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. Like sometimes you'll get perfects that you think should be home runs, and they end up being flyouts. Whereas pitches that you're early on or that you're late on that probably shouldn't be a home run, like that probably shouldn't have been a home run, but yet it was. It also depends on the stadium that you're playing in. Like right now, I'm playing in this created stadium, Costco headquarters. And this is usually the best place to hit a lot of home runs because the walls are in and they're very low. So it's very easy to hit home runs here. Of course, there was the stadium last year, La Graza, which I was just talking about when I was talking about violating the terms of service thing and potentially getting banned. Like that stadium, oh man, every hit was a freaking home run. Or, well, not every hit, but almost every hit in that stadium was a home run. Strike three, sit down. It was crazy. It's just too bad that stadium doesn't exist in MLB The Show anymore. And no one's willing to recreate it because no one's willing to get banned. Because they banned the person who made La Graza.
That's ball three. Ball four. Take your base.
Ah, come on, Castillo.
Outside. That's a ball. Hey, two.
Strike three, sit down.
Hey. Hey.
Strike three, sit down. Ah, so late on that. Ow. Just had to stretch my legs a little bit. But do you have any questions or anything regarding Diamond Dynasty? Because Diamond Dynasty can be overwhelming when you first pop in. So, if you have any questions about that, I could definitely answer them for you. Nice, Conforto. That was beautiful. Shot. Dang. Ooh, wow, since 2018, huh? See, that's a rough one to start out with in Diamond Dynasty because there was just so much, and it was a lot of grinding in that game. I think that's why a lot of people hated that game, that Diamond Dynasty, because there was just so much to grind, and it was darn near impossible. And also, MLB The Show 18 so much different than what it is today. You know, there you couldn't pick your pitcher. You could put the guys in your rotation, strike three, sit down, but you couldn't choose which pitcher you used. You just had to hope that it would land on the pitcher you wanted to use.
Foul. Ball, that's off the plate.
Strike three, sit down. But it was a lot of grinding back then. These days, I mean, it's still a lot of grinding, but not to the extent that MLB The Show 18 was. And yet, I know a lot of people say that it's one of the worst Diamond Dynasty or one of the worst MLB The Show games they played, but I actually enjoyed it. It was the game that got me back into it after a couple years of not really playing it as much as I did when I first started. You know, a lot of people say that MLB 17 or MLB 17 the show was one of the best, but I actually don't agree with that. I thought it was a bit overwhelming, and if you didn't know what you were doing, like I didn't know what I was doing, you kind of got lost. And then you ended up missing out on so much content that it didn't matter. You were basically screwed. So, but I'm glad that your cousin at least explained to you how Diamond Dynasty works. But it's so much different than what it was in 2018. Just the thrill of pulling cards like Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani. There's nothing quite like it, man. Nothing quite like it. Last year, I actually pulled Ohtani on stream. And dude, I was so hyped. Excuse me, hyped. Unfortunately, I've not had the same kind of luck this year. I mean, I pulled Cal Raleigh, uh, and I pulled a number of other diamonds as well, but I haven't pulled any like good. Well, I did pull Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana was a great pull, and I could sell that for over 200,000 subs. But I mean, he's just so good. But yeah, I mean, I haven't even pulled Lindor or Soto. Those are two of the only diamonds the Mets have, and I haven't even pulled them. My hope is that they'll go down below 90, or at least Lindor will, so that he'll be more likely if I get a lower diamond. But we'll have to wait and see when they do the attribute update
Just out.
on June 12th.
Hey.
I also seem to be pulling a lot of Dodgers diamonds. I mean, I know they have a lot of diamonds, but I already have most of them. I'm only missing Yamamoto and Otani. Strike three, sit down.
Ball one.
Strike three, sit down. Wow, 19 strikeouts and only into the seventh inning. Dang, Luis Castillo.
Ball one.
Strike three, sit down. Woo, wall scraper, but still a home run for Michael Conforto. Let's go.
Ball. Nope. That's inside.
Nice.
Ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two. Hey.
Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. Another post from MLB the show. Oh, they revealed the players for the spotlight program. We've got our players. Who we got? Oh, we've got MJ Melendez. I see him there. We have Cody Bellinger, Braxton Ashcraft, James Wood, Casey Schmidt. Yeah, Casey Schmidt, Jonathan Aranda, Michael Vargas, Charles McAdoo, Jacob Gonzalez. I mentioned MJ Melendez and Wade Meckler. That is in the program for May Spotlight Drop 5. And then for the pack itself, there's Byron Buxton, Cade Smith, Pete Alonso, Davis Martin, Jaron Duran, excuse me, Connor Griffin, JJ Bleday, Jojo Romero, Keibert Ruiz, and Paul Goldschmidt. Those are the guys that are in the pack, in the May Spotlight Drop 5 pack. So I was wrong. I was actually wrong. I thought for sure Juan Soto would get a card because he had 9 home runs in 15 games last month. I thought for sure he would get a spotlight card, but he did not.
That's a ball.
Well, he did play more. I'm just saying there was a span in May where he had 9 home runs in 15 games. And I thought that was worthy of a Spotlight Series card, but I guess not. So does that sway your decision at all, SB Champ, as to who you pick with the final boss? Okay, how many of those guys that I just listed, how many of them have hit over 300 in the month of May? It's very difficult to do, SB Champ.
Ball one.
I can tell you Melendez didn't.
Ball. That pitch is out.
In fact, he was terrible, but he's a tops now guy because of his walk-off home run against the Miami Marlins.
Ball. That's inside. That's ball two.
Strike three, sit down.
Aye. That's a ball.
Strike three, sit down. Come on, Castillo, let's finish this off.
Ball one.
Am I going to have time for one more game? Certainly hope so. Just can't blow it here. And I don't blow it. So there we go. All right, nice win. I thought it was Bellinger who was the Lightning player. Wait, is he? Let me see. Nope, Bellinger is not the Lightning player. He is not. It may be Christopher Sanchez. That would be a good guess. Ow. Nice. We got 3,000 strikeouts. We've got the deluxe choice pack, and we got a ball in his habit pack. Obviously, we're going vintage. Xander Bogaerts, which means I don't need Gleyber Torres at shortstop anymore. All right, last ball in his habit pack. Of course, there's nothing. I just want to make sure that Sanchez doesn't already have a card other than his live series. Let's see. Jimmy, Rayu, Duran. That's Aaron Nola. No, Christopher Sanchez. So, yeah, he may very well be the Lightning player. A World Baseball Classic? Where? I don't see him. Oh, Well, I don't know if that. I don't know. They might make an exception and make him the Lightning player. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I can play one more game and then that'll be it. Yeah, hey, you know what? I think you just made a very valid argument, and I think it has to be Christopher Sanchez. But we'll see. I can't really name too many other players that have had a far more successful month of May than Sanchez. Okay, I hear you. I'm glad that you're still checking in. We're talking about who could be the Lightning player for tomorrow, and I think SB Champ and I can agree that we expect it to be Christopher Sanchez since he went the entire month without giving up a run. And I mean, there's not too many other dominating um, performances that could really top that. Strike three, sit down. Unless you have suggestions, I'm open ears. Uh, uh, Luis Arise with the home run. And Tyler O'Neill with a home run. Make it back to back. Strike three, sit down. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, Satchel. But usually when that happens, if I score a lot of runs, means I gotta take Paige out for in the 7th inning. All right, I'll speak to you tomorrow, and we'll see if Christopher Sanchez gets that lightning card. I think he will. I'm in agreement with you. Strike three, sit down.
Nope. That's inside.
Maybe we'll find out shortly here. Who knows?
Nope. That's a ball.
Oh. I mean, they've been revealing some of the cards already, but yeah, you're right. They're not the lightning card. Sometimes it slips through the cracks. Dang.
Ball.
Ooh, watch out, umpire. Is that umpire really there? Because the ball just glitched right through him. Someone may want to check to see if he's okay.
Ball. That's outside.
I just love those glitches. It's like they're so easy to make fun of. Like if it were a real game, that would have either the umpire would have ducked or it would have bounced off of him into the infield. Maybe even caught. But then again, if video games were more like real life, then Lou Gehrig or Satchel Paige would not be in the game.
That's out. Aye. Ball. That's low. Aye.
Strike 3. Sit down. Ooh, for a second there, I was worried. I thought that my controller may have, checked out on me. Actually, now that I think about it, I can take it off the charge because it's done. Strike 3, sit down. Hanging curveball, couldn't drive it over the wall. Gleyber Torres is not missing that one. That's gone. Nah, I was late on that one and I knew it. Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. Unfortunately, I don't think Satchel Paige will count towards 18. Yeah, he won't count towards 18. That's a shame. But hey, if I didn't want him to be in there, I could have taken him out.
That's a ball. That ball's foul.
Come on, beat that. Yes, sir. Benintendi.
That's a ball.
Sir. That's why I always want my top of the lineup guys to have speed. Because then they could do that and do that. Now, sure, Luis Ariz is not going to swipe bags, but he can hit the ball and drive in that top of the lineup guy that has speed. So that's why he's up there. What the heck is the Republic Baseball League? Looks like it's a series of books by Jonathan A. Fink.
Hey! Hey! Ball one.
Strike three, sit down.
Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
That's outside. Hey!
Be nice if I could get a hit here.
Ball one.
Oh, that was a waste. Waste of an inning.
Hey! Hey! Ball one.
Strike three, sit down. This will be Satchel Paige's last inning, by the way. Since he already gave up the run, I want the save, so he's not going to go too many more innings. Strike three, sit down. Rather get the parallel XP with the relief pitchers because they need to get some too. And they'll get even more
Nope.
with it being multiple innings. Excuse me. Strike three, sit down.
Yep, that ball went out.
And Shea Langolier with the home run. Here I was thinking about replacing him in that at bat. I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't. And Benintendi is going to go back to back with his own home run.
Foul ball.
Let's see, is there anything on Facebook?
Ball. Ball, that pitch is out.
Ryan McMahon with a home run, the third in this inning.
No, inside.
Thank God that's going foul. Well out of reach out of anyone. Oh my gosh. Those are the type of balls that, or the type of pitches hit that you kind of wish you didn't hit. Like it would have just been better off being a strike instead of making contact, you know?
Timeout.
That one, that was not the case.
Double.
Josh Bell and Tyler O'Neill are just going to swap spots. Tack on yet another run. It's all about running up the score here. Fortunately, you can't always do that. So I think we'll go to Jose Alvarado. Dang, I would have really liked the strikeout there.
Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Ball inside.
Luke Weaver and Devin Williams. What is this? The Mets in disguise? I mean, they did have Conforto too. Vintage Conforto.
Ball one. Timeout. MLB.
Ouch. That hurt. That's going to drive in 2 runs. Let's go. See, that's the beauty of having quick runners. They can score runs for you on extra base hits that otherwise slow people would not be able to score on.
Timeout. Ground rule double.
And Rise and Benintendi are just going to swap positions, or swap places, I should say. And now Rise is going to score on this base hit. Very nice.
Foul ball.
No way that's fair. I knew it. The way that it looked, it just looked fair, a foul.
Inside. Ball one.
Strike three, sit down.
Ball. That's out.
Sorry. Got a little head there. There we go. Strike three, sit down. Sometimes I get a little too eager McBeaver and try to get ahead of a strikeout before it's even a strikeout. So I got to be more patient. Strike three, sit down. Now maybe I'll take out Shea Langolier and put in like a vintage series player.
That's a ball. Oh, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Ooh, that's a base hit. Wow. I thought for sure that was going to get caught. Christ. A freaking double play. Really, Benintendi? Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. All right, that's the ball game. Alvarado gets his save. Satchel Paige, 13 strikeouts through 6 innings. Not too bad. Got Shopak out of my got Shopak out of it. Let's see. Nobody really. Satchel Paige is still not close. He's not over 3,100 or 3,000 XP, or he's not 1,000 away from being super factored. That's unfortunate. Oh, we were so close to Mitch Garver. So close. So close. Wait, did I get the... No, I did not. The extra base hits with Ryan McMahon. Must not have hit well with him in the last game. Oh well. One show pack. And we get nothing for it. All right, you're going to collect Bogarts and McMahon and Lopez. And then we just need two more guys for Ubaldo Jimenez. Miro, I think oh, there's one more? Who did I collect? Or who did I forget to collect? Oh, Razel. That's right. I forgot about Razel. I still need three more for Doc Holliday. You know what? I think I'm going to finish up the I'm going to finish up the Rangers collection. Oops. 4879. Dang it! I keep getting outbid for Jacob deGrom. Son of a freaking... Really? Okay, you know what? Screw that. I'll come back to Jacob deGrom. Alright, so all we need is this guy, which I'll buy him at 33 stubs. That's not a big deal to me. I saw that Corey Seager, so now we just need deGrom. You know what? I'm going to be crazy. I'm just going to put it at an even 4,900. Someone just outbid me. You got to be freaking kidding me. I literally just put that up. And someone... At this point, I might be better off just buying Jacob deGrom. Screw it. Just go for that. Oh my god. Driving up the frickin' prices. There we go. We got Pudge. And I'm not going to do any of these collections because they cost way too much. I think I should be pretty close with the Phillies. Ooh, Zach Wheeler is a lot. Schwarber ain't too bad, and neither is Trey Turner. But they're just very expensive. Mason Miller, he's expensive, so forget him. Dodgers, I already talked about Shohei Ohtani. And that has Ketel Marte in it, which is ridiculous. Although he's come down. He has actually come down. He was closer to 100,000 last time I checked, so the fact that he's at 40 grand just shows that he's gone down in price. Let's see about Lindor and Soto. Yeah, they've come down in price too, although, more so Lindor than Soto. But I could always just wait for the next roster update and go from there. Where's Pudge? Oh, there he is. I skipped by him. My bad. See if I have any duplicates that maybe I skipped out. I missed on. I don't think I do because it's usually pretty. I'm usually pretty quick when it comes to duplicates. I just put them right up for auction. If you can't tell, I'm just at this point. I'm just trying to buy some time here because I'm supposed to end this stream at 6. Oh, look at that, Salvador Perez. Sometimes these get by me because usually I earn them through the daily login and everything. But for the most part, I'm usually good when it comes to duplicates. I either quick sell them or I put them up on the marketplace. Like I said, sometimes they do slip past me. Shouldn't have any duplicates with the Rangers. Let's see. None for the Braves that I can see. I don't think there should be any with the Marlins. None with the Mets. Cubs, no. Reds, no. Oh, there we go. Logan Henderson. I'm glad to see the price of Marte going down. It's good. That means I could get that collection done, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with the roster update or the attribute update, because that may actually bring the price down even further if he goes down to a high 80s instead of being a 90 overall. But I think people are preparing for it because it seems like that the price has really gone down. All right, well, I stalled for as long as I could. I can't really do it anymore, so I'm going to call it there. All right, guys, thank you to everyone who tuned in, even if it was only for a moment. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's over on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So overall, this was great. We got the championship one. We got Ryan McMahon. We still don't have Mitch Garver, but we're gonna get him. It shouldn't take that long, honestly. I may actually do this off stream from here on out because, I mean, there's no point in me doing it on stream other than just to show like, hey, I'm earning rewards and everything, and I don't think it's something I should be streaming consistently. What I will be doing tomorrow is streaming my progress of the May Spotlight Drop 5 program. Okay? That is on tap. We're going to find out who the Lightning player is. We're going to find out, we already know some of the rewards that are in the program. We're definitely getting MJ Melendez. And, we're going to grind that program, and we're going to get all the packs or all the cards out of it. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.